Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I want to talk about Bitcoin versus gold and silver. Now before we talk about all this, there's two things I want to mention. Number one is I actually am invested in both, so I'm not biased to any single one of them. So I know some people like they're biased to gold investors or gold bugs, they're anti-crypto and vice versa. Me personally, I think there's room for both, and I will explain why in this video. And number two is just watch this short clip I did about roughly around a year ago and what I was talking about then. Anything I'm saying here, guys, is just what I think. It's not what is going to happen, okay? No one knows what's going to happen. But what I'm trying to say is Bitcoin, for example, right now it's around $6,500, $7,000. So Bitcoin could be by the end of the year $20,000. Again, it could be. However, it could be the opposite. It could drop down to $4,000. So the point what I'm trying to say is the risk you take in cryptocurrency is much higher, but the reward could be much higher. However, gold is something that it's going to be, your money is going to be safe here, and you could make a few percent a year on this. So as you guys saw, so far it's been exactly as I said. If you want, you can watch that whole video. I'll put the link of that video in my description. So guys, what do I think is a better investment, and why do I think you need both, or you should consider having both in your investment portfolio? So of course, gold is an old school asset. Everybody knows it's the standard hedge against inflation. It's a standard safe haven asset, right? Everybody knows that. And that's no news. That's been the way for thousands of years, and it'll probably continue that way for a very long time. However, guys, as I was telling you guys about a year ago when I did that video, I was telling you guys that as generations change, things change in the world. And, especially now with everything going digital, like let's say 20 years ago, no one used online banking because it didn't exist. But right now, no one uses cash because everything is digital, right? These are just little examples how things change along generations. And as I was saying in that video there is that as the younger generation grows up, they will see Bitcoin more than gold as a safe haven. With the way we are growing up, with the generations, and things are changing. This is why I see a lot of people investing into Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies rather than gold and silver. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. As I said, I am invested in gold and silver, and I do think gold and silver should be some sort of percentage in your portfolio, because after all, diversification is very important, guys. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. We all know that saying. Now, to be honest, the money I invested into precious metals, if I would put that into crypto, I would make probably, I don't know, about five times that amount that gold went up. Gold and silver has gone up, well, not much, but to be fair, not much is because we look at it in the crypto world. But for gold and silver, it's actually been doing really nice the last year. And I'm really happy with that, because the money I put into gold and silver obviously has gone up since I purchased. And again, I don't buy it all in one time. As I said, dollar cost average is the best way to go. And yes, it has gone up. I would say roughly plus minus around 30%, or maybe a bit more. But if you look at the other side, look at crypto, look at Bitcoin, look at Ethereum, look at other cryptocurrencies, they've gone up hundreds of percent. And this is exactly what I was telling you guys a year ago on my opinion when investing into crypto versus precious metals. You might be thinking, why do I actually hold gold and silver? Because if it's so clear that crypto is percentage-wise outperforming everything else, including gold and silver, then why buy gold and silver? So as I said, diversification is the key. Now let's be realistic, guys, because nothing is certain, nothing is guaranteed. And as much as I believe in cryptocurrency and in Bitcoin, which I have been for years now, and I've been investing into it for years, I still feel like you can't put all your eggs in one basket, because if things wouldn't turn out the way you hoped or the way you thought it would, especially, even me, when I invest in something, I do as much research as possible. I don't just jump into anything. Now, as much as I believe cryptocurrency still has a massive future, and people who think the $55,000 Bitcoin that we just recently reached is the top, I don't believe so. I think a Bitcoin will be a lot higher, but again, it takes time. Nothing in a straight line, as always. Be patient, but that's the best thing I've learned from my time in this whole space is patience, patience, patience. Because if I would have had more patience all the way through, I would have made probably 5 times the amount of money that I've made so far by just having patience and not jumping, not rushing, and not FOMOing in or out. Let's say if there's a crash from either thing, you gotta be diversified. So like this, you can always survive. You can always survive. And guys, this is why I always say diversify. As much as I believe in crypto, again, probably my biggest investment or my biggest portfolio is in cryptocurrency right now, but I do diversify into precious metals, into stocks, and into other things. So that's very, very important, guys. However, guys, I still do like to accumulate precious metals, but not obviously as in the same quantity or the same amounts of money that I invest into other things, because I actually enjoy collecting precious metals. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I love Bitcoin, but all it is digital, right? You can't do nothing with it. And this is why the older generation actually don't understand Bitcoin, and they, especially when I'll have discussions with smart, intelligent business people, but older people, right? And they keep on arguing with me why I don't understand Bitcoin. What is it? What value is it? You can't hold it, right? That's what they tell me all the time, right? And this is why I recommend everyone to kind of do your full research. I mean, it can take some people days to understand it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The most important thing is, I would always say, is try and understand the project you invest in. And I've been telling you guys from day one, always do your research. And the discussions that we would have all the time is, gold is physical, gold is value, because that's the way it's been for thousands of years, and I can hold it in my hand, right? So when it comes to that point, I actually understand that point, right? But the reason why I enjoy also collecting gold and silver or other precious metals is because you can actually enjoy, me personally, right? You can actually enjoy a collection, right? And this is something that you get with precious metals, but you don't get with cryptocurrencies. However, at the end of the day I know everyone wants to know is the portfolio balance, how much it's worth. That's the main thing, right? Everyone cares about money. Nobody cares about fundamentals. Nobody cares about, I would say most people don't care about these things. However, guys, I believe it's important to care about both the fundamentals and, of course, the end of the day gains. So this is just my thoughts. Gold versus Bitcoin. I like both of them. I invest into both of them. I hold both of them. And this is why I believe diversification is important. So always do your own research, guys. This is just my opinion, my thoughts, because, I just think that people from either side should understand both sides. And, whether someone says they just want to invest in gold, fair enough. But don't say that the guy who invests in crypto, in Bitcoin, is the dumbass, is the idiot, because look, he's buying something that has no value. I believe that the reason why they say that is because they don't understand Bitcoin, and that's totally understandable. But do your research before you can say something like that. That's my point. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. And if you want to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum through the best spot exchange at the lowest fees, guys, if you're using Coinbase, you are crazy. You are crazy. Check out the link in my description. You can save so much money just from the fees that Coinbase charges you or other exchanges. And not only that, if you go through my referral link, you can get up to 100 euros of free Bitcoin just for signing up. And no, guys, this is not leveraging, or this is just a spot exchange. Go check it out. It's called Swissberg. And by doing that, you can get up to 100 euros of free Bitcoin. So guys, please give this video a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And I will see you on my next video. Bye now.